Hey, what is up, mental health warriors? Happy Merry Christmas or late Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's Eve. Hope everybody's having a great holiday season, enjoying family. As you can see, Lynn is with me. She is freshly back from her cruise and looking 10 years younger and all refreshed and relaxed from it.
Yep, nice and tan still. We're in the
Are you,
winter.
are you are you ever not tan living in Florida? I mean, really, how could you
Yeah,
not be tan in
true.
Florida? It's
And
kind of
it's
like
nice
that here in
and like
Naples.
73 degrees right now. So
Wow.
it's really
It's
nice outside.
45 here in Naples, but then again, we're at 9:30 at night. So, hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Sorry that I did not give you notice about the podcast today. We wasn't too sure if we were going to do the show, and then we decided, what the heck, why not? Let's go ahead and do it. And I might have a special guest pop on later. But before we get into all that, as you can see up on the QR code for Reads Across America, although they've already replaced those reads on it, you can scan that code for next year to ensure that the Veterans Memorialized has to ensure that the wreaths are placed on the tombstones for next year. And we'll continue that throughout next year, offering to donate as little as $5 for that. Along with that, you have the 10th Mountain up there, and then you have Veterans Mortgage and PCS Paradise. There's going to be big changes happening in January, and I think in 2025. So you really need to prepare. So it's better to educate yourself now instead of later. And if any one of those two things, if you're looking at refinancing, if you're looking at moving, scan those QR codes and get yourself educated because they can really save a lot of heartache in the long run. And along with that, Reads Across America Radio replays our podcast at Fridays at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 10 p.m. And it's super easy to find. You just download the TuneIn app, the iHeartRadio app, or the Odyssey app. Search for Reads Across America Radio for not only our great podcast, but also for all the great programming they have. I still have my book, The Mental Health Warrior, is still for sale on my website. You can just go right directly to my website. You can fill out the little notes there. I'll personally sign it and get it mailed out to you. If you don't want to go through my website, it's also available on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, or wherever you find your great reading material. As you're sitting in the airport waiting for these long lines, and as before we jump into your cruise, I want to hear all about your cruise, Lynn. But what's going on with these 737-800s crashing now? It's pretty scary. What's going on out
I saw the one in Korea,
there?
and
Yes.
that was crazy. I think they just recovered like the black boxes, and they said a bird hit the aircraft, and something about the landing gear wasn't there. And then, like, I watched the video; they had it on TV. Like, it
Yes.
was crazy. They crashed into something, and then the whole plane blew up, and then two
Yeah.
of the
So
workers
so
survived.
Yeah, so for all those who don't know what we're talking about, there was 2 days ago a plane crash, and I think it was 2 days ago in South Korea. It was coming in for a landing. It hit a bird. They suspect there is a video of it hitting a bird. I don't know why that would affect it.
Mhm.
However, instead of proceeding with the landing, the pilots decided to do a go around for whatever reason, turned onto a different runway to try to land. And I guess at that time they couldn't put the landing gear back down or whatever happened. We'll find out with the black box.
Yeah.
But slid down the runway, and then there's, I guess, a concrete barrier at the end of the runway, which some people say it shouldn't have been there, but it was, how long ago that was built. But they slammed into that, and I think only two flight attendants survived. They were sitting in the back of the plane. But along with that, you had the Norwegian 737-800 that skidded almost completely off the runway into the ocean. It stopped before going into the ocean. You had a KLM 737-800 that experienced hydraulic problems, made a safely emergency landing, however, went off the runway and had to be emergency evacuated. Nobody was injured. And hey, what's going on, Landon and Jason? And so there was another one. I don't remember what this one was.
That is so scary.
Yeah, and they all were 737-800. So I don't know what's going on
Mhm.
with Boeing and the 737-800, but I don't know if you might want to check your airplane if you're flying. You might want to switch to Airbus. I don't.
Oh gosh,
It could all be coincidences.
yeah.
I was in aviation for a lot of years, 34 years actually. I was in aviation, and although I was in Army aviation, civilian aviation, but I know there's always a reason for issues on planes, and it's never just one thing. It's accumulation of things usually. And so, just like with all others, you just wait for the investigation to come out. But thoughts and prayers out to the family members who lost loved ones, especially this time of the year, with these tragic accidents. But it is kind of unnerving
Yeah.
that all of a sudden you're seeing this.
Linda's saying too many in too short of a time, and I've
Yeah, you're
only saw the
talking.
one because
I agree.
I haven't been watching TV. I've been on a cruise ship, or I've been like just out and about and doing like the holiday stuff. So I turned on TV this morning, and that's what I saw. But not only that, the Brightline, which is our fast train here in Florida,
Yeah.
crashed into a
What?
fire truck. So that was in Delray Beach, Florida, and thankfully, like there's well, people survived, but there was a couple people that were injured, but there's no loss of life, thankfully. But they hit the fire truck. I guess what happened was a
Oh, I
freight,
saw that. That was a high
yeah,
speed train. Oh,
hmm
wow.
a freight train came by, and they're like, "Okay, train's gone," and so the fire truck um tries to go around, thinking, "Okay, there's no more train," but the bright line set off the train track railroad to keep the the arm down,
Yeah.
and the firemen just went around it, not knowing there was another train
Wow.
coming from a different direction. So thank God they hit the back of the fire truck, and
Yeah, that's crazy.
people are okay or in the hospital or whatever. But yeah, so it's making me rethink like how do I want to travel, because you can it seems scary like with all these flights going down, and then I was planning on taking a train to Miami next month because I don't want to drive the 5 hours to get
Yeah.
there.
Well,
The
of course, we came back from Bolzano. We were 1 hour north of Bolzano skiing over the holiday weekend, and so we took a train ride on the fast train here in Italy, 6.5 hours, and then we left Bolzano after 5 days, and then traveled 3.5 hours down to Venice and spent 4 days in Venice, and then spent another 5 hours on the train back home down here to Napoli. Yesterday, got in yesterday evening. So we've been on a train a lot, but
Yeah,
luckily we haven't had any cases or instances going on. But these trains here go 300 kilometers. They're flying.
that's pretty fast.
So if you hit something, it's not going to be it's not going to be too good.
No, not at all.
But let's quit talking about that for right now. Let's jump into bird flu. No, I'm just joking. Let's jump into Lynn's cruise and hear all about the cruise. Uh,
So it was exciting. We were on the Royal Caribbean, and it's an Oasis type ship, which one was it? I'm already forgetting. Oh, it's the Utopia.
hmm.
The Utopia, and it's a really cool ship.
Is that
So
really a big one? Is that the big one?
it's huge. It's like I
Yeah.
think it's like the second biggest one in their fleet,
Wow.
or as far as cruise ships goes. I don't know, but it was a pretty big cruise ship. It was super family friendly. If you've never been on a cruise, there's
I've never been on one.
different events and different activities that set up, kind of like how if you ever go to a resort, they have like at 6 p.m. the kids get to do this, at 8 p.m. there's trivia, or like there's like different types of events, and then they also have shows just like Vegas style acts. So they had
Oh,
like
okay.
this
Wow.
cool Broadway like show, they had an ice skating show, there's comedians, there's artists, there's musicians, there was like when you walk into the ship, it's like you're walking into a mall.
Wow.
So there's all these shops, and then there's restaurants, and then there's bars. There was like 10 different bars there.
Wow, that's
And
good.
then
So it's all inclusive, or did you have to pay at the bar,
so
or
it
does
there
it vary?
is it if you buy a deluxe drink package before the cruise, then you can drink alcohol. That'd be all inclusive. If you
Ah,
didn't, it's pretty much $14 a drink.
oh, wow.
So
That can
yeah,
add up quick.
it can. So that's why my husband and I both got the drink package.
Yeah, that's good.
So that's separate. And then they also had a separate package for like water or like sodas and juice. But if you buy the drink package, the deluxe drink package, you get the waters and the sodas.
Oh, good.
So
So
you get
if you're
that.
going
So
on a cruise, take Lynn's advice and get the drink
yeah.
package if you can.
And so if you're going to get the drink package too, every time you go to the bar, you can get 2 water bottles. So bring those 2 water bottles back to your room that you can have for later, or give them to the kids. And then it came with an unlimited like drink cup. You know how when you go to Disney or Universal, they have those cups that you can fill at the Coke machine,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and it triggers the Coke machine if because there's like a little QR thing on the bottom or a scan thing, and so it just knows like okay, your unlimited drinks expire at this certain time. You're
Oh,
allowed
really?
to
Wow.
Yeah, you're allowed to fill your drinks at the Coke machine. Like you can't just bring your own like Stanley Cup or Yeti or whatever. You have to have that
Has to
the
have
Royal
that barcode
Caribbean
or
one.
whatever on the bottom. Huh. Wow.
Yeah.
Never knew
Uh,
that.
But yeah, it was cool. We went to Bahamas, Nassau, Bahamas,
How was the
and
Bahamas?
we didn't get a chance to buy any of
Oh
the
man.
excursions through the cruise. So what we did was we got off the cruise ship onto the pier and we went out and we found people who were selling excursions. So we decided to get ATVs
Oh,
to
yeah.
drive around the island. And um,
Nice.
it was me, my husband, my sister, and then we had three kids with us. My niece Bradley, my daughter Sophia, and my son Rolenzo, and he'll be 19 in a couple weeks. So
Yeah.
I let him drive the ATV, and I was behind him the whole time, and he was loving it. It was so
I
much.
bet. When we went skiing up in Bazzano, I think Salerno, no, not Salerno. I forget the name of the town. It was way up in the mountains. Well, we had never been snow skiing before, and I've only water
Mhm.
skied, and so we took lessons because that's smart. If you're not snow skiing can be a very dangerous sport, just like anything.
Oh yeah.
And so we took lessons, and so the amount of fun that the boys had was just. I was talking about earlier, and I showed you guys a photo of Lloyd and Junior, and I've also posted it on social media. But they just had the time of their life, and so I think over Martin Luther King birthday, we may go back up there and do skiing again because, to be honest with you, I enjoyed the heck out of it. And I never went, snow skiing before. But we did have a small incident with Lloyd. We were skiing the next day, and he was going down the big mountain now, not the bunny slope, the regular sized mountain. And after about
Mhm.
5 times down, he says, told the instructors, "I cold, I can't take it no more." And so we had to bring him in. He was at the beginning stages of hypothermia.
Oh my
So, oh
goodness.
yeah, it didn't happen quick, and
How
so
cold
we
was
had
it out
to.
there?
It wasn't that cold. I mean, it was in the 28s, up in the mountains, but we had a lot of wind that day. It was windy. And what we find out is that we thought we had the proper dressing for snow skiing, but we really didn't because he started sweating. And when you started sweating, of course, sweating going down a mountain, you get a lot colder, a lot quicker. And so we got to do some more research and make sure we had the proper clothing for when we go sledding. And then I told Lloyd too. I said he knew he was getting cold, but he went 2 more times down the mountain. I told him, I said, "Well, you need to realize that. Well, you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. But he's 10 years old,
Mhm.
that it's important that now you know what your body feels like. And so now it's okay to stop, go inside, get warmed up, have some hot chocolate or whatever, eat something, and then go back out on the slope and continue skiing." So it was a learning experience. But I mean, he's perfectly fine. He had some hot chocolate and we got him warmed up and he was okay. And his brother continued to ski. But it was a great time, for somebody that's never done that before. If you never tried snow skiing, go try it. It's not overly expensive. There's a lot of places to do fake snow and stuff, but the first time we went to the slopes, it literally snowed the whole day we were there. Of course, we haven't seen snow here. It doesn't snow in Napoli. Very rarely does it snow.
Mhm.
So we were super excited about that. So, once again, tried something new on my list and knocked it out before
Nice.
2025. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do in 2025. I've done so much this past year. We've been, in November, we went to Egypt.
Mhm.
Egypt was a great trip. We may go back in March. Of course, and then I went to Romania the month before Egypt with my brother and traveled around Romania, and that was a lot of fun. And then, of course, we traveled around here in Italy with Bazzano and skiing and stuff. So there's just so much things to do. If you are planning to come to Italy in 2025, just know this is the year of the Jubilee. It's the 25 year of celebration of Christianity. They're expecting roughly 36 million more people to visit Italy than normally. A lot of the airports have updated stuff. A lot of their hotels have updated stuff. So things are going to be a little bit more expensive if you come at the height of the tourist season, which is normally starting towards mid-May, roughly till school starts in September. Now, what you don't know about Italy, if you've never been, is Italy is very basically in the southern part. It's very warm, and so once you hit about February, I mean, we're running in the 60s now, and it'll be back up in the 70s, by February. It's very warm very quickly. So if you can come and visit in February, March, April, the crowds won't be so much, and you won't spend so much money, and the weather's nice, especially if you're coming from the Midwest or a cold state. And you'll enjoy. Trust me, you'll enjoy your visit a whole lot better. Do your research on hotels and stuff, and try to stay away from the touristy areas. You can always take a train or a bus or a metro to wherever you're going, and it just makes things a lot cheaper. But just know that they've really stepped up a lot of things, especially here in Napoli. And Napoli's not an overly touristy city yet, but people are finding out about it because they have great food
Yeah,
and they have cheaper hotels and nicer beaches, and people are just starting to find out about it. So they're really starting to make a lot of strides here, and it's really nice to see.
I'll let my sister know because she plans on going to Italy this coming year. So
Yeah, and of course, Lynn, you need to come out and visit so we can do the
I
podcast.
do.
Kind of, and
I'm gonna have to. When how long? How much longer are you guys out there?
at least 2 more years. But to be honest with you, we're thinking about getting our residency and at least buying a house and being semi-permanent here. So
Wow,
we'll
that's
see. Yeah,
great.
yeah. Why not? There's no reason why you can't have a. Homes out here aren't overly expensive, and so why not have. Why not?
Is Crystal
Lord
about to
enjoys it.
retire soon?
Yeah, she's. I mean, she has no path to make '07 with
Mm-hmm.
her career path, and she wasn't going to. Oh, come on the other way, buddy. Hey, surprise guest just popped in, so she's gonna retire. Can you get it? You just moved the green screen out of your way. Come on in, sit down, bro. Look at that. We got the number one skier just showed up for the show. Let's move Bull out of the way. He's blocking your path. Let's move him up. No, the lights for the blue screen, buddy. But we'll move it out of here, and I'll slide over.
Hi, Lloyd.
Hello.
So this is Lynn. That's my co-host.
How'd
And
you like
Lloyd,
the skiing?
It was fun.
Yeah.
I told him about your hypothermia. You want to tell him about it? Because it's important. Because if kids your age are out playing, they may not understand that. So can you kind of tell what went on and kind of what happened? And so you can help educate other kids about it?
I just wanted to say the only reason why I got hypothermia is because I wasn't eating enough food before we actually left. Instead, I just had snacks. So that's the only reason why I got pre-hypothermia. Or
Talk a little louder.
in a way, in my case, I say hypothermia because it makes a little more sense. Because why not say, like, why should I say pre-hypothermia if it pretty
No,
much
you're
is
pretty
just
hypothermic. We can say
Yeah.
we can say hypothermic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, make sure that you got the nutrients for your body, that nourishment, especially to face that cold weather.
Yeah. Before we actually went skiing, it was because I just ate prosciutto instead of like.
Oh, that sounds yummy, though.
We need a lot of cars, but in his defense, we wasn't planning on going on the big mountain that day too, right? We were planning on staying on the little one. So, but tell them what was going on when you decided you were too cold and you had to come off the mountain. What happened there?
Well, first off, when I felt too cold, both my hands and my feet felt like they were put in shards of glass.
Oh my
Sharp
goodness.
pains going through my fingers.
Oh, that does not sound fun at
Mm-mm.
all.
It was not.
No.
I almost had black tips on my fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
And that's
god.
when you were going up the ski lift, right? You still had to come down the mountain, or was that coming down the mountain?
Coming down the mountain.
That was coming down the mountain, yeah.
I
And what
don't.
happened when
I haven't gone skiing at all because I am afraid of heights. Number one, and I don't want to get on that ski lift. But
Well,
my
this one
kids,
here was a smaller one, so you just put the rope between your legs, and then it dragged you up on your skis going up the mountain. But I mean, it was high.
Yeah, it wasn't high.
It was pretty
Yeah.
high.
It doesn't feel high when you actually get up to the mountain.
That's true. And
compared to
and so,
looking
what
down.
happened when you came down off the mountain? What did you tell the instructor?
I don't remember. I don't think I told him anything.
You told him you were cold. You didn't want to
Well,
go again.
Yeah, after when I got to the top of my mountain, I said I need a break, and then he said we can do a warm break after we go down this mountain one more time.
No, no, you was already at the top, so you had to come down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I came out because I saw something was wrong because we were watching, I got out to him and I said, "Okay, you need to come in," because he was completely pale. He had no color in his lips.
oh my
And
gosh.
I knew he was, I had a lot of cold weather training in the army, so I knew what was going on. I knew his blood sugar was bottoming out. So what I did immediately was, give him, like a piece of candy real quick.
Chocolate.
Yeah, and then I got him a hot chocolate, and then of course we kept the clothes on and getting warmed up. It took about an hour for you to get all back to normal, roughly. And then he just kept eating. He ate like 2 huge ham and cheese sandwiches and
2.5.
2.5.
Two and a
You
half.
gotta start up.
And in Italy, the ham and cheese sandwiches are double the size of America. and it's really
Wow.
good. They cut the crust off them. I don't know why they do that, but they always
They
cut the
did.
crust off. Yeah, but they were
I like
big.
that.
He ate two and a half of them. They were size of about a dinner plate, and so he had that, and then a couple hours later we had dinner, and you ate a lot for dinner, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it says, so what would advice be out there for a 10-year-old who's going to be out in the cold? Oh, and by the way, before he got too cold, he was out there for 3.5 hours in 28-degree weather with
Mhm.
15 knot winds. So we have to put that
Wow.
disclaimer. So wind chill was a factor.
I would say for the 10-year-olds that are going skiing, eat a lot because you're gonna burn
Mhm.
a lot of calories when you go skiing. So make sure to eat
Mhm.
before you go skiing.
Hmm. And then we have to get the proper clothing. We need to
Yeah,
we
that
need, we
too.
need to buy the proper
Did
clothing.
you guys have like the goggles, ski goggles on?
Hmm?
Yeah.
And no, that's
Because like
amazing.
it's that
They keep
cold,
your face warm.
I feel like my eyeballs are gonna freeze out when it's so cold outside.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
need
I
to
know the ski
eye.
goggles are actually amazing. I'm kind of surprised how well they worked. I'd never had them on before, but they not only do they keep your field of vision great, but they also keep your face warm, don't they?
Yep.
So what else do we want to talk about?
I don't know. I didn't bring a
I heard
script.
I heard you have a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I have a YouTube channel. It's called the Cool and Funny Kids.
the
The cool
cool.
and funny kids.
So here, let's hang up. I want to bring up my. Hang on one second. I'm bring up Facebook, and I'm going to have you type it into the message so then people can find you and follow you. Okay? Give me 1 second. So I have to bring it up on Facebook, and then I have to mute it because it'll get double feed. So I want to mute it here, and then you can type it in. And so if you have a kid and you want them to follow Lloyd or a grown up, feel free to follow Lloyd at his YouTube channel. He's just now kicking it off a little bit. Sometimes Bull is on there. He makes his appearance. Sometimes the hatchlings make their appearance. We have the hatchlings in here, don't they? This is the green one. That's why you can't see him. Is it right?
Cool
Let's
and
see.
funny
Like cool
kids.
and funny kids, right?
Yep, that's right.
Okay. So you can do a YouTube search. And what kind of things do you do on the cool and funny kids? Gee, I know sometimes your friends come on. You guys make a lot of funny videos because I
We
hear
make
you.
we make funny videos. I don't know how to edit yet, so we sometimes we try to make gaming videos, but they're not very good quality because I have to zoom in onto the TV.
That's
Hmm.
okay. It's raw. It's real. It's real life. It's not scripted. It's what it is now. It's what's going on. It's what you're feeling. It's doing. It's what's happening. Right?
You could just say it's not photoshopped.
Well, I could say that too, but that wouldn't have been so much fun.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different apps though to be able to, I don't know, edit
Yeah,
content.
I downloaded Power Director and put it on
Oh, cool.
his iPad, but he hasn't started using it yet. So he has the ability. He can
Oh,
watch YouTube videos, and you can teach yourself how to use Power Director. It's super
Yeah,
easy.
they show that on the YouTube channel page.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they show you a tutorial on how to edit and stuff. I don't
Well, why
watch
aren't you
those.
editing it?
You can find anything on YouTube. I sort of like my daughter, when she asks me questions about how to do things or whatever, I tell her, well, why don't you just YouTube it or TikTok it?
Yeah.
Learn something on there.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean, you watch stupid videos all the time on YouTube. I mean, they're kind of funny, but why not watch something that can educate you, that can help you improve your channel, that can, do things better, like learn how to make your bed properly. I mean,
Hey, that's so
hey, you
funny.
can make a YouTube channel about that, how to make your bed properly.
I made a YouTube video on how to grind water.
Oh, yeah? How to what water?
How to grind water.
How do you
Like,
grind
how
water?
exactly do
Oh,
you
you have to
grind
go out and
water?
watch it, I guess.
Oh, I guess we have to go to the channel and find that out, huh?
Yeah, is it on the YouTube channel now?
Yeah.
What was that? What was that one? You made that one video with the two boys that got in a fight and you stabbed the other one in the stomach or something. Is that one still out there?
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
like
gosh.
my second video.
Tell them about a little bit about that second video. It's
Um,
kind of funny.
it's a joke. It's like I just thought of it myself. It's like I don't know how to explain it. It involves the little hatchlings though.
Yep. And so what are they having a conversation about?
I don't remember. It was a long time
No,
ago.
that one got in an argument and he stabbed the other one in the stomach, and it was something about how they can still be friends, but girls still fight each other or something. I don't remember what it was either.
It's
Oh, that one.
it's
Yeah.
something like uh POV. I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
I kind of remember the boys one. It's POV.
You don't remember the name, but just the story.
Yeah, it was like POV boys after. POV boys after one boy stabs the other kid in the stomach.
Oh
And was in
gosh.
the hospital for 3 months. And then they just went to go get ice cream together. And then the girls, I forgot what that one was.
They got in a fight and they were still fighting or something or whatever.
Yeah.
Basically, it was two guys can be in a fight and be friends 5 minutes later, but two girls can still be fighting with each other or something silly for a long
Oh,
time.
it was POV girls after one argument. They stared at each other and they start fighting, and then boys after they stab each other in the stomach are in the hospital for 3 months, and then they go to get ice cream.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That's it. That's interesting.
Okay.
So, what made you come up with that? Just popped into your head?
Being in a public school.
Oh, okay.
Dark
Nobody gets stabbed in school.
Nobody gets stabbed in my school, but it's just the girls' part
Oh,
because they get in one argument and they pretty much they never
they just keep fighting.
they never apologize to each other. They always just stare each other down.
Oh.
As in boys, even if they get stabbed in the stomach, they'll still apologize.
Oh, okay. So, what do you do with the girls at your table arguing and fighting? What's your favorite thing to do? Yeah, it's
Just
like
eating
eating
popcorn.
popcorn. Yeah, watching them argue.
I like to sip on my tea. That's so interesting because they're at that age now where like the in between about to be in middle school, right? So like the ages from 10 through
Yeah.
14. They have some interesting stories going on when I pick up my kids.
Oh
I
yeah.
ask them, how was school? Was there any fights? They'll have fights at school.
If there was a fight at school, it would be because of soccer. Because
Mhm.
in school, it's a contact sport instead of real life.
Yeah.
I mean, out of school.
Yeah.
Well, that's good that you're in soccer.
I don't play the soccer at school because they
Mhm.
always fight and stuff, and I'm not.
Well, you didn't like soccer. You like baseball and football,
Yeah.
flag football, and
I rather play football and baseball
Yeah.
than soccer.
yeah. He tried soccer. He didn't care for it too much.
Yeah.
But you were really good at baseball, though. You did a really good job at baseball, and you did good at flag football.
Yeah.
He's a master at grabbing the flags off the people. His hand-eye coordination is quite incredible, actually.
Even though I can't read words from like a 1 foot distance from me.
Uh-oh.
You can grab flags,
I know.
but you can't read
So,
the
do
words.
you guys have any big plans for the New Year's? It's New Year's Eve. Well, tomorrow is New Year's Eve.
For me, it's sitting on my couch.
Yeah, after spending 10 days on the road, we ain't doing nothing on New Year's Eve.
Do they do fireworks there too?
Oh, if you last year I made a video because this is my first. I just only been in Italy a couple of weeks. They literally shot fireworks off for like 7 hours straight. It was crazy. And I made a video all the way around the base. You could see them shoot fireworks off, and it didn't stop for hours.
Was it on base or?
No, it's just people. Italians shoot fireworks off for anything. So there's always fireworks going off. But I mean, on New Year's Eve, it's crazy the amount of fireworks they shoot off, isn't it?
Fireworks aren't allowed on base.
No, not on base.
Not unless.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. But you don't need them. You don't need to go buy them. You just sit here and you literally sit on either patio and just watch them. It was crazy. I'd never seen anything like that.
There's only sometimes though where they're only coming from one direction. Though.
Yeah.
They're not always coming.
7 hours is crazy. Like at one point, I would like to go to sleep.
Yeah, right.
There was one time when they were shooting up fireworks at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Well, they were doing it till like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning last New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I still wasn't adjusted to the time yet, so I wasn't sleeping much. So I was up, and it was crazy. I'd never seen anything like that. And still, the next day they still shut off because it started raining. That's why they stopped.
Yeah.
And then the next day they started shooting them off again. So it
We're
was
like,
good.
oh, we got leftover fireworks.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I had
So,
I had lots of leftover fireworks from last year. We bought so much fireworks because whenever we do our New Year's Eve party, it's at the house. It's mostly friends and of course friends and family, mostly family.
Yeah.
And everyone brings like their own bundle of fireworks. And so we just have a ton of fireworks and we'll light them off as soon as it gets dark up until midnight. And then that's it.
Yeah, no, they don't.
Yeah,
They do everything late in Italy, so they normally don't start the
Yeah.
fireworks till about 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Well, there's one time when they started it. at like 6,
Yeah.
and then they didn't stop until 12.
Oh,
But
yeah.
then they took a break and then started it again at like 5 o'clock.
Yeah, they had to stop to eat dinner, I guess, and then start again after.
Yeah.
And what's your brother doing tonight?
Oh, he's working. He's working. That's right.
Yeah, he's working at Kinda. He wanted to have the experience of waiting tables at Kinda. So they're not normally open on Mondays; they're normally closed. But they're going to be closed on Tuesday and Wednesday for the New Year, so they open tonight. And so Junior's down there helping. And then I and you helped a little.
Yeah.
Made all the employees at kind of a traditional American type, New Year's Eve meal, because I'm not going to see them on New Year's Eve, obviously. And so I'm going to take that down there at 11:30 tonight and feed all of them. So I made ham, barbecue beans, and what else? Cornbread, sweet cornbread,
It was
and
sweet.
stuffing. They never had stuffing, so I made stuffing. So they're going to enjoy that. So that'll be lots of fun. And then what they don't know is I bought some very expensive alcohol that I'm going to put on the table for them to have while they have their dinner. So just to give them thanks and welcome them for New Year.
I bet
Right?
Pepe's gonna take it all for himself.
Pepe probably will take most of it. Pepe will probably take most of it home, I'm sure. But hey, what video games are you playing now on the PS5?
Just right before I came in here, I was playing Just Cause, and
Okay.
I guess you called me at a perfect timing because I just crashed.
Did
the
you
plane.
just die?
No, I just crashed the plane. My plane got EMP'd,
Oh, it did.
Speaking of plane crashes,
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, what kind of booze? Let's see. So I got
the girl wants to know what kind of
so I got 15-year-old scotch, and then I got the 10-cup gin, and then I got Disaronno. And so that's kind of the two things they like to have. So that's what I bought for them. So
Yeah,
I'm not sharing my 10th Mountain bourbon with them. I don't have enough.
You don't want that Fortnite smoke.
Tell them to bring it on anytime.
Bring it on! Come on, let's go.
Boy, throw down the challenge there, big girl.
I kind of stopped playing Fortnite. I don't know why.
Because you kept getting victory royales all the time. You got boring.
Yeah, that, and they added Skibbity Toilet to it. And
What does that have to do with anything?
it's not.
goofy.
it's a toilet with a man head in it.
Oh, really? That's really funny.
It's better if I just show you a video of it than explain.
Oh, okay.
You don't know what Skibbity Toilet is?
This is talking about. It's Nick. Remember he stayed with his two daughters? And his
Yeah,
wife?
I remember.
Yeah, that's who's saying. So he should pop on and play Fortnite with you.
Maybe.
I don't play Fortnite. I play Destiny 2. So
I taught him how to play Fortnite one time, and he kept on running into the storm because he thought it was the circle where you say "stay" from the storm.
you're right.
Look,
And then I kept hitting a tree or something. Right. But I play Destiny. I play Destiny good. You have to admit, I'm a good Destiny player.
Yeah, but I'm still better.
I don't know. Maybe it's something.
According to Nick, you got smoked by girls, and he's sending Kay after you.
No, that's not true.
Okay, now you got to throw it down. We got to get an update on this, on the big battle.
Yeah,
So
I'll post it on my YouTube channel.
Okay, right. Okay, so this is getting smoked by girls. I'm sending Kay after you. Okay, tell him you're ready to go. He's warmed up.
I didn't know that.
I think
they were putting Skibbity Toilet in Fortnite. That's weird. That
is kind of weird.
And then the villain, the enemy of Skibbity Toilet is a man with a camera head.
Really?
Oh gosh.
But they got all kinds of goofy characters. And you got the banana character. He kind of weirds me out.
What, the Peely?
Yeah.
From Fortnite?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of weird. I mean, I think the Skibby Toilet guy's not as bad as the banana guy.
Wait until you see it.
Really?
It's that bad.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
well, maybe I should just delete Fortnite off my character. So the Fortnite on my profile has been on there since Fortnite came out, and it's because Junior played it when it first came out before it was popular, and so we have a lot of the old characters still on the original Fortnite because we've had it loaded on my PS4 and then now my PS5 for what, 8 years now?
Yeah,
10 years, however long I've been. I don't remember how long Fortnite.
At least like 2016 ish.
Yeah.
At least
No, I think it's older. I think it's older than
it's
that.
older than that. I don't.
Hey Nick, you know how long Fortnite's been out? I don't remember. I think Junior was in 8th grade. He's a junior in college now.
Well, I know. Bubby has rarer skins on his Fortnite account than you do.
Look,
Yeah,
2017. See.
2017. There
Mhm.
you go.
So I was 3 when
Yeah,
Fortnite came out.
Yeah,
yeah.
my son, he was like 14 or
Thanks for
something
that, Chris.
when it came out.
Yeah, that's crazy. So what? So what's your New Year's resolution? Do you have one? Good boy. You don't need New Year's resolution. Continue
Sleep
to
He was
more.
actually no, he was
sleep.
about 10 or 11
Yeah,
when it came out. I don't even. I can't do math. He's 18, turning 19 in a couple weeks. So,
yeah,
and then he
yeah.
used to play it when he
I
was
just remember
middle
Junior
school.
coming to me and asking me if he could download this game, and I had to look at it before I let him download it on the system. But I
I
let
mean,
him.
it's better. I mean, it's at least there's no bloodshed in it.
No, that's fine. That's not. It's okay.
It's just pixels.
Yeah.
Whenever you kill a person, there's just pixels.
No, Just Cause is more bloodier than
Yeah,
Fortnite.
yeah.
What
And
about
you.
Roblox? My daughter loves playing Roblox.
Oh, Lloyd loves Roblox.
Yeah. I don't play though. I don't play.
Well, you and your friends sometimes play. You guys go through phases where you play stuff a lot, and then you quit playing it. And play
Yeah.
stuff.
I in Roblox. I usually play block fruits or battleground games, fighting games.
Is that the Lego one you've been playing lately, or is that on? What's the Lego one you play with? You're smashing people and whatever. Is
Oh,
that
Super
on?
Smash Bros. Are you talking about Super Smash Bros?
No, no, the one you play on your iPad and also on the PS5. Where you're the Lego character and you run around. And you got the supers and you're hitting them. You play with William sometimes. Is that on Roblox?
The strongest battleground?
Yeah, is that on Roblox?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
it's on Roblox. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
Lego.
know any of this stuff.
Yeah. Well, they look like Lego characters.
Yeah, it's kind. They kind of copied the blocks from.
Yeah.
Minecraft.
See, so there you go. Yeah.
Have you seen this new gaming system? I went to the exchange like the week before Christmas, or no, I think after Christmas, and it's like a handheld gaming thing, and there's like a TV screen in the middle, and like kind of like a touch screen thing. I think it was like Microsoft. It was
I
really
don't know.
strange.
Have you seen that? I haven't heard of that. Is that like VR? No, it's not a VR. It's something
No,
else.
No.
VR is a touchscreen unless we have the little controller.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, Chris
It's
says it's a
a
handheld.
handheld PC, basically.
Okay. Yeah, we
Yeah,
should always ask Chris. Chris always knows.
yeah. I was like,
It's
whoa,
in the
this
word
is cool.
technology.
Yeah, he's a technology
Well, they
guy.
have my kids also have that Oculus thing.
Yeah,
Lucky.
yeah. We don't let Lloyd have that quite yet because of his eyes. So
Oh,
You know,
okay.
you can get lenses in the.
no, that's fine. But you're not getting it.
I know, but I'm just saying you can get
Mhm.
lenses in the Oculus.
Yeah. You can go with me to feed people at Planet. You can stay home.
He said that think of the Nintendo Switch but works off streaming. We just got the kids a Meta Quest 3.
What's
What is
Medic
that?
2? You wanted Spider-Man 2, right? Is that the game you wanted from Santa
Mhm.
Claus? Yeah. We haven't opened up the gifts yet from Santa Claus, so we're gonna do that tomorrow. Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
because you guys
Well,
were on a trip. That's right.
Yeah, we were gone. So, but Santa Claus came to the house because the elf on the shelf followed us on the trip and adopted Lloyd's black duck that you know, like the ducks you get on your Jeep.
Steam.
And so him and the duck were doing naughty things around, wasn't he? But then when the elf left, he took the duck with him. So now the ducks in South Pole and North Pole with Santa Claus, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I
I guess
misspoke.
they'll come back next year, huh?
Steam. He says it works
Whenever.
off Steam.
Magic Quest is the latest VR headset. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it is.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Gosh, there's so many
I'm
new
just not.
things. I
I can't.
can't keep up
It makes
anymore.
me dizzy.
You can get used to it. It made me dizzy the first time I actually did it
Oh, it
at
is.
Carter's house. Yeah.
Yeah.
He says you can, in fact, get prescription lenses inserts.
You need it, Cliff. We can play golf together. That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
You can.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I probably suck at electronic golf as much as I do regular golf.
Did you see that? Isn't it Dave that has that at his house? He has like the whole golf like arcade thing. He just installed it.
Hey, can you virtually drink when you're
Nick
playing
was
golf
the
too?
first.
There's some games
Paul,
where
and
you
then
can drink.
Dave.
Oh yeah. So hey, Chris, on that game, can you virtually drink while you're playing?
Maybe not golf,
Can
but
you crash the golf cart? I don't know.
I know there's games where you can drink,
Hmm.
but they're like
You can turn
potions.
anything into a drinking game.
Yeah,
That's true.
maybe not virtually, but we can in fact drink while playing.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if that might be the best idea, especially if you spill it on the headset.
Oh, that's true. That wouldn't be good.
I think they're a little bit waterproof, or at least
Maybe water resistant, not
Sippy cups.
waterproof.
slippery.
Sippy cups. Pepe needs a sippy cup because he talks about falling asleep drinking and spilling his drink on the couch. Of
Oh
course, he
God.
does work 14 hours a day, so I guess that he can have that excuse. Well, Lloyd, we're going to wrap up the podcast. It's time to end it. So I want to thank you for coming on. Do you have any last words for the viewers?
Follow my YouTube channel. Yeah, that.
And what's it called? The Young and the Restless?
No, it's the young and funny. It's the cool and funny kids.
Oh, the Cool and Funny Kids. Oh, I was so close to having it.
He made me choose that name. I had a different one.
What was your different one?
Lloyd with the side of Teddy.
Yeah, I know that. No, it wasn't good. That one wasn't even good. All right, go back to the game. Thanks for coming on.
Good night, Lloyd.
Oh, join us anytime, Lloyd.
Okay.
Ciao.
Yeah.
And Lloyd, that was the great Lloyd Ballman joining in for the podcast. So,
Yay! I'm the great.
Awesome.
uh-huh.
The life of a military dependent.
I know, right? It's
Military
it's
child.
kind of fun because
Mhm.
the kids move around a lot, but they do gain lifetime friendships with a lot of these kids, just like
Mhm.
military members do. And along with that, it is the holiday season. We have a lot of veterans out there and stuff, and sometimes this time of the year is really hard on them. We have Veterans Trash Talk out there, and we have, Gruntworks, and, we're one big community, and there's no reason to be alone or think that you're alone. Reach out to somebody on VTT or Gruntworks. I guarantee you, 24/7, there's somebody out there, there's somebody talking, and just, start that conversation. And just, if anything, just to make you feel better, not maybe feel so lonely. I mean, you may not be overly depressed, may not be overly upset, but you just, maybe you just want to talk about something. And that's one great thing about VTT and what we do out there, not only with our podcast, but all the great shows out there. But yeah, any final words for 2024, Lynn, for people out there?
I hope everyone had a decent 2024. And for New Year's Eve, be safe out there. Don't drink and drive. And if
Don't
you're
drink
going to
and
be
drive.
playing with fireworks, be careful. Like use a long
Extremely
stick, whatever. You don't
careful.
want to. You want to keep all your 10 fingers and your arms and all that. So
We don't want your
be
new
safe.
nickname to be Stubby McGillis.
And it happens. And don't shoot your eye out. So
That's right.
don't add to the population. Don't take away from the population. That's right, Chris.
And especially if you're in Italy, do not drink and drive. The drinking limits are super low here. And if here's something interesting about Italy, and I'll end with this real quick. But let's say that the car in front of you hits another car. It was a bad accident, right? And then you may not have been part of the accident, but you stopped. This is kind of how they explained it to us. Well, if the cops show up, and let's say the person in front died or had a serious injury, you can get just the same as much trouble if you're the person that hit the guy, just by the fact that you're over the limit. So it's really goofy laws they have here. So it's better off just not to do it.
Also, if you have guns, don't shoot it up in the air because what
They,
goes
they,
up
don't, yeah,
must
don't,
go down.
yeah, that's
So
right.
you
Yeah.
don't want to, have an accident and then shoot someone through the roof of their house, stray bullets or whatever. So just be careful. Don't be dumb.
Yeah, be very mindful and just know where that bullet's going when you shoot it, and just know that, just like Glenn said, if you shoot it straight up there, it is going to come back down.
Mm-hmm.
And you
That's
don't
how
want to come back
gravity
down on
works.
your head.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But hey, along with that, you got the QR code up there for Reads Across America. We talked about that early on. This would be for the 2025 season. 2024 is already passed. So let's keep ensuring that those veterans are memorialized the way they should be and thankful for their services and what they've done for our great country. You can scan that QR code. It's a little of $5, $10 you can donate. Throughout the year, they have different programs and things, but just keep that in the back of your mind as you go into 25, and it is tax deductible. So, of course, you got 10th Mountain Whiskey and Spirits. I love my 10th Mountain Bourbon. I don't have any. If I had some tonight, I would take it with me to kind of give to them, but I don't. So if 10th Mountain could figure out how to get me there more bourbon, I would drink it more and share it more as it should be shared. Then you have the mortgage down there. Let's think about interest rates. They're probably going to be dropping if you're thinking about refinancing or doing some improvements to your house. Scan over that QR code. And if you're thinking about moving, You got PCS to P at Paradise. Scan over that and see what's going on, and maybe find a new place to live. Maybe come to Italy. Italy's not a bad place to live. But all with that, let's just keep each other in mind. Let's make 2025 the best year ever. And we'll kick off season 5 with the next show, January, was it 6th? January 6th. So we kick off the season 5 of the Mental Health Warrior.
On my birthday.
Oh, January 6th is your birthday? That's right. It's the day after Junior's birthday because his birthday is the 5th.
Capricorns, woohoo!
Woohoo! Yeah, my birthday is January 24th, so I got a couple more weeks for my birthday. So January will be a fun month. But hey, let's all be safe out there. Let's take care of each other. And listen, like I said early on, don't suffer in silence. Your veterans out there. Join Veterans Trash Talk. Follow all the things that we do in all of our shows. And hey, message somebody, reach out to somebody. We are our brothers and sisters keepers. So let's all stay safe. Have a great and wonderful new year. And you know what? I'm going to talk about New Year's resolutions a little bit on next show because don't set yourself up for failure by making one that's too big. Make a little one and then build upon that. And we'll talk about that more next show. So take care, everybody. Have a good New Year's.